Hi, welcome to Guide to Fluency, where we review language programs and apps to help you on your language learning journey. Today I'll be reviewing the French language program from Pimsleur. I'll go over what the Pimsleur lessons are like, how Pimsleur compared to other apps regarding pricing, pros, cons, and of course, whether I think Pimsleur is an effective program to use for learning French. Before I get started, I'd like to mention that we also have a detailed written review over on our website in case you need more information. All you have to do to get there is Google Guide to Fluency, Pimsleur French Review. Alright, so first let's cover how the Pimsleur French course is organized. There are 5 main overarching levels. Each level becomes more challenging as you progress. Within each level, there are 30 lessons, which break down into several individual sections. The first is a 30-minute audio exercise. In this exercise, an English-speaking host walks you through a conversation between 2 fluent French speakers. As the conversation progresses, the host regularly pauses to explain what the French speakers are talking about, give context, and discuss any grammar rules that are at play. The host also engages you by asking questions and encouraging participation to ensure you're following along and understanding the concepts. After the audio exercise, you'll go through a variety of quick practice drills that cover various aspects of reading, writing, and speaking. All of this will take you around 45 to 60 minutes to complete. So that's the Pimsleur course in a nutshell. The thing to remember about this program is the audio exercises are the foundation of the curriculum. The idea behind this method of learning is that heavy exposure to fluent French speakers, specifically within the context of a real conversation, will make the learning process faster and boost retention of the material. Now, let's get into costs and see how Pimsleur compares to other French language apps. Pimsleur offers a couple of plans to choose from: a monthly subscription that costs around $20, and the second is a lifetime plan that costs around $400. So when compared to other apps, I'd say Pimsleur lands in the mid-range. Their monthly subscription is slightly more expensive than Babbel and Rosetta Stones, but cheaper than, say, Rocket French or Michelle Thomas. Keep in mind that Pimsleur does offer sales and special promotions fairly regularly, so definitely make sure to check out the description below for any discounts. In fact, I'll do my best to keep it updated with the most current coupon codes I can find. So make sure to check that out prior to purchasing. So now that we've covered the structure of the course, lesson format, and pricing, let's move into the advantages and disadvantages that I noticed testing the Pimsleur French program. Let's start with the positives. The first advantage of using Pimsleur to learn French is it's a great course for auditory learners. Frankly, if you absorb information best through listening rather than reading or watching something and have a good memory for spoken content, then Pimsleur is more than likely a match for you. I say this because of the interactive audio exercises that are essentially the meat of the course. These audio exercises make up roughly 75% of the instruction. Another advantage, going back to the previous point, is that Pimsleur's audio-based lessons allow you to learn on the go. This means you're not confined to one spot and you don't have to stare at a screen. All you have to do is put your phone in your back pocket and listen to a lesson while you're getting things done around your home or even outside. You can also take advantage of this if you're commuting with Pimsleur's hands-free driving mode. The third advantage is a fairly new addition to the program, but worth mentioning, and that's Pimsleur's Voice Coach. This feature records your speech and gives feedback on your pronunciation. After finishing the audio portion of each lesson, you're prompted to complete different practice exercises, including speaking drills where you listen and repeat French phrases and sentences in order to refine your pronunciation. When testing this tool, I found Pimsleur's speech technology comparable to Babbel's and Rocket's. It's quick, accurate, and user-friendly. Overall, the addition of the Voice Coach tool is a great enhancement to Pimsleur's French program, in my opinion. Improving your pronunciation not only develops your own listening comprehension, but also boosts your confidence so that you're more willing to engage in conversations and practice. Final positive I want to talk about is the Pimsleur digital platform and mobile app. While this might not seem like a major point, I think it's worth highlighting. Compared to other apps I've tested, Pimsleur's digital platform is significantly more modern and user-friendly. It's clear that the company has dedicated effort and resources to ensure an exceptional user experience. Okay, now that we've covered the pros of using Pimsleur to learn French, it's only fair we also discuss the negatives as well. The first disadvantage, as you might have already guessed, is that Pimsleur is not the best choice for visual learners. There are no videos within lessons. Even the use of graphics and images throughout the course is minimal. Again, this course relies more on audio. So if you learn and retain information better through visuals, you might find apps like Babbel or LingoPie more to your liking. Next, as I mentioned at the beginning, the Pimsleur lessons are pretty lengthy. Altogether, you're looking at 45 minutes to an hour to complete one lesson. You have to be realistic with yourself and your expectations. If you only have 5 to 10 minutes per day to dedicate to learning French, maybe you should consider a different app with shorter lessons. Lastly, grammar isn't a main focus within the Pimsleur curriculum. The explanations and details they provide are brief, which some language experts might view negatively. However, others do argue the opposite, suggesting that an excessive emphasis on grammar can impede learning, especially in the initial stages. Ultimately, it depends on you. If you prefer a program with comprehensive grammar lessons to aid your understanding, then you might find the Rocket French course more suitable, as our curriculum dedicates time to detailed grammar instruction. On the other hand, if you'd rather hold off on grammar until you have a basic grasp of the language, then Pimsleur could be a good fit for you. Time for my final thoughts, but before I get to that, I should mention that here at Guide to Fluency, we're on a mission to help 1 million people learn a second language. As part of that goal, we're giving away a free language learning subscription to one lucky subscriber every month. It's super simple to enter. I'll put all the details down below in the description. It'll take you less than 10 seconds, and who knows, you might win a free Pimsleur subscription. So, is Pimsleur a good option for learning French? Well, after using and reviewing the program, I think yes. Of course, there are a few downsides to Pimsleur. For example, it's not going to be the best visual learning option, and the lessons are somewhat lengthy. But other than that, I think Pimsleur is one of the most well-rounded French courses out there. I myself and the rest of our team love the contextual, engaging audio exercises that feature fluent French speakers, the company's speech recognition software, and the variety of reinforcement drills following each audio lesson. It all helps with material retention, so all in all, I highly recommend Pimsleur for learning French. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Hope you liked this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out the rest of our YouTube channel for more language learning reviews and comparisons. Bye for now.